You've heard Psalm 23 before, maybe in a church pew when you were a child, maybe whispered at a graveside when the world crumbled, maybe printed on a plaque hanging quietly in your grandmother's hallway. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Familiar words, comforting words. But what if I told you you've missed the real power hidden inside them? What if I told you that buried deep within those 6 short verses lies a secret so life-changing, so revolutionary, that when you see it, you will never walk through life the same way again? Most people read Psalm 23 as poetry, a beautiful, soothing balm for hard times. But David wasn't writing a poem. David was making a declaration. He wasn't describing a distant, passive God. He was describing a living, breathing shepherd who walks beside you, fights for you, and leads you through every valley and every victory. Psalm 23 isn't just words. It's a roadmap for your life. And today, if you're willing, we're going to uncover the hidden layers, the treasure that most people walk right past without seeing. Let's start at the beginning. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Those 9 words hold the key to a life free from fear, free from striving, free from the constant ache of not enough. David wasn't saying he had no desires, no dreams, no struggles. He was saying, because God is my shepherd, everything I truly need is already provided. It's not about having everything you want. It's about realizing you already have the only thing that can never be taken away, the presence of the shepherd himself. In the ancient world, a shepherd's job wasn't glamorous. It was dirty, dangerous, exhausting. A shepherd didn't just supervise sheep from a distance. He lived with them, slept among them, fought off wolves and lions and thieves with nothing but a rod and a staff. The sheep's survival depended entirely on the shepherd's vigilance, strength, and love. And David Zetzul, who spent years in the wilderness tending sheep, long before he ever wore a crown, knew exactly what he was saying when he called God his shepherd. He wasn't describing a God who watches from afar. He was describing a God who gets down in the dirt with you, a God who stands between you and the wolves, a God who says, I will fight for you, I will carry you, I will lead you home. When David said, I shall not want, he was making a radical statement of trust. In a world that screams, you need more, David was whispering, I already have enough. In a culture that glorifies hustling harder and chasing dreams, David was resting in the arms of the one who had already won the victory. And here's the secret. When you know the shepherd, you stop living like an orphan. You stop striving for what has already been given. You stop fearing the future because you know the one who holds it. But that's just the beginning. David continues, He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. Notice something profound. The shepherd doesn't ask permission. He doesn't suggest you rest. He makes you lie down. Why? Because sheep are stubborn. Sheep are restless. Sheep don't know when they're exhausted until they collapse. Sound familiar? We run, we hustle, we chase, we exhaust ourselves trying to prove our worth, achieve our dreams, fix our problems. And the whole time the shepherd is whispering, come, rest. Let me lead you to still water. But we resist. We think resting is weakness. We think surrender is failure. So sometimes, in his mercy, the shepherd allows circumstances to slow us down. A closed door, a forced pause, a season where all we can do is lean on him, not because he's cruel, but because he loves us too much to let us self-destruct. Sometimes the most merciful thing God can do is make us lie down. And where does he lead us? Not to raging rivers or dangerous cliffs. He leads us beside still waters, quiet waters, safe waters. Waters where a frightened, skittish sheep can drink without fear of drowning. Because here's the hidden truth. God is not just after your obedience. He's after your heart. He's not just leading you somewhere. He's leading you closer to himself. And then David says something even deeper. He restores my soul. Not he restores my career. Not he restores my bank account. He restores my soul. Because the shepherd knows if your soul is broken, nothing else matters. Success won't heal you, applause won't complete you, money won't satisfy you. Only he can restore the parts of you that the world can't see, but you know are shattered. Only he can breathe life back into the places you thought were too dead to dream again. Friend, maybe today you feel too broken to be fixed, too weary to hope, too lost to find your way back. But the shepherd hasn't given up on you. He's still calling your name. He's still reaching out his hand. And he's still in the business of restoring shattered souls. You don't have to fix yourself. You don't have to pretend you're strong. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to stay close to the shepherd. Let him carry you. Let him heal you. Let him lead you. Because here's the hidden secret buried inside Psalm 23. The shepherd is not just leading you to blessings. He is leading you to himself. And he is enough. David doesn't stop with restoration. He says, he leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Notice the order. Restoration comes first, then direction. You can't walk in your calling when your soul is still bleeding. You can't step boldly into the future when your past is still chaining you down. The shepherd restores first, then he leads. And where does he lead you? Not just anywhere. He leads you down paths of righteousness. Not the easy paths, not the shortcuts, not the roads that guarantee applause or comfort. He leads you down the paths that shape you, the paths that refine you, the paths that carry his fingerprint, his glory, his name. Sometimes the path he chooses won't make sense. Sometimes it will look like a detour, a dead end, a mistake. But listen carefully. If the shepherd is leading you, you are exactly where you need to be. You are not lost. You are not forgotten. You are not failing. You are being led, step by step, even when you can't see the way ahead. Because this journey is not just about getting somewhere, it's about becoming someone who reflects his heart to a broken world. And then David takes us into the valley, the dark place, the place most of us would rather skip. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Notice David doesn't say, if I walk through the valley. He says, even though. Valleys are not optional. They are inevitable. Every believer, every dreamer, every heart that beats will eventually walk through valleys of loss, valleys of betrayal, valleys of unanswered prayer. But here's the secret: you are walking through it. You are not meant to camp there. You are not meant to die there. You are passing through, and more importantly, you are not walking alone, for you are with me. The shepherd doesn't shout instructions from a distance. He doesn't wait for you on the other side. He steps into the valley with you. His presence is your protection. His presence is your peace. His presence is the promise that even when the shadows loom, the light has not left you. Shadows can't exist without light. If there's a shadow, that means somewhere close by there is a light still shining. And the closer you stay to the shepherd, the less power the shadows have to terrify you. David says, "Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." The rod was the weapon to fight off predators. The staff was the tool to guide and rescue the sheep. Protection and direction, defense and correction, strength and tenderness, all wrapped up in the hands of the shepherd who refuses to lose a single sheep. Sometimes we resist his rod. We push back against his staff. We want to run ahead. We think we know better, but hear me. The shepherd's discipline is not rejection, it's rescue. The shepherd's guidance is not restriction, it's freedom. He loves you too much to let you wander into destruction. He fights for you too fiercely to let you settle for less than his best. And then, just when you think the psalm is about survival, David flips the script. He says, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies." God doesn't just get you through the valley. He sets a feast in the middle of it. Right in front of the very things that tried to destroy you, God lays out a table of blessing, provision, favor, and victory. Not hidden away, not whispered in secret. A table prepared in public view, a declaration that no weapon formed against you shall prosper, a reminder that the darkness cannot cancel the destiny God placed over your life. You are not just surviving, you are feasting. You are not just barely making it, you are walking in supernatural abundance even while the battle still rages around you. And then David says, "You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows." Anointing was a sign of being chosen, set apart, protected. Shepherds would pour oil on their sheep's heads to protect them from parasites and heal their wounds. God's anointing on your life isn't just a feeling. It's a shield, it's a mark, it's a divine empowerment that says, "This one is mine." You are covered, you are healed, you are filled to overflowing. God doesn't give you just enough. He doesn't ration his blessings. He pours until your cup can't contain it. He fills you with peace that overflows into your family, joy that overflows into your community, grace that overflows into the lives of everyone around you. And then David ends with a declaration that shakes the very gates of hell. "Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever." Did you catch it? Now, maybe not, hopefully. Surely goodness, surely mercy, surely the unwavering, unstoppable love of God chasing you down every day, every moment, every step. God's goodness and mercy are not passive. They are pursuing you. They are hunting you. They are overtaking you even now. You don't have to chase blessings. You are already being chased by the goodness of a God who refuses to give up on you. And when this life ends, and it will, you won't be facing darkness. You'll be stepping into a house prepared for you by the shepherd who walked with you every step of the way. Friend, this is the hidden secret of Psalm 23. It's not just about comfort. It's about a covenant. It's not just about getting through life. It's about being transformed by the presence of the one who loves you too much to ever leave you where he found you. Today, wherever you are, whether you're in green pastures or deep valleys, whether you're feasting or fighting, whether you're full of faith or barely hanging on, know this: the shepherd is near. His rod is ready, his staff is steady, his table is set, his oil is flowing, his goodness and mercy are chasing you, and his house is already waiting. The secret has been hidden in plain sight all along, and now you know. You are never alone. You are always loved, and you are forever his. Will you trust the shepherd today? If today's message touched your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to remember that they are never alone. And if you want to keep growing, keep trusting, and keep walking with the shepherd, subscribe now so we can walk this journey together. Remember, your story is not over. In the hands of the Good Shepherd, the best is yet to come.